One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Leaves it with the back. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Fires to the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Auburn! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Bruins will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Cobb. Picks up the first down, still moving. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Auburn. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Oklahoma showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cox. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman, you think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Matthews. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Quick release by the QB. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Got it in the middle, it's Cox. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Bruins in the hurry-up. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And here's the third interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Looking for space. It's Scott. Turning it on. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UCLA will go back to work on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. The Bruins headed quickly to the line.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Give to the back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the back. He's got it. First down and more. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Knight. Got a man, it's Simmons. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Davidson. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's going to take off. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Quarterback adapting. Slithers into space. Gets down with the slide. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll throw it from the red zone. Pocket breaking down. A flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Fires to the big fella. To the 15. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Needs a big completion on 3rd and long. He tries to take the top off. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, 3rd in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They're throwing for it on 4th down. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Right down the middle. Got his man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab in the end zone for the